So off we go to Plumpton then for the 2 mile 4 furlong Jupiter Jimmy Maiden hurdle for 4-year-olds and over. It's ammunition area. Number 1, 2 is Cordillera Willows, 3 is Fantasy Explorer, 4 Phil Ultimate, 5 Flaming Ted, 6 is Greystone, 7 Cody, 8 New Approach, 9 Open Mind, 10 Pointry Rock, 11 The Roof's on Fire, 12 is Victarion, 13 Wall Street, 14 Winning Donegal, 15 is Creation Lily, 16 El Tigre, 17 Female Pilot, 18 is Fresh, 19 is Rubies for You, 20 This Girl's Hot, and 21 William Coconut. So here we go, they're at the start. One called in, and away they go. With Fantasy Explorer and William Coconut in the similar colours, the first two to show. Fantasy Explorer is the one in the yellow hat, it just shows in front of William Coconut. El Tigre is in the outside in the red colours. Then we have the first of the greys, that's Greystone in the light blue and purple. The beige brown colours with slow jump, that grey there, Cordillera Willows. Behind that one another grey, This Girl's Hot, and then yet another grey, Female Pilot. So 4 greys together in the middle of the field there then, as they jump the second. Comes up quite quickly, and Winning Donegal is the early back marker, with Wall Street running wide. So Fantasy Explorer's a couple of lengths to the good from El Tigre. Then comes William Coconut and Greystone. Cordillera Willows and This Girl's Hot. Female Pilot is next. New Approach is on the outside. Fresh tracks that one. Cody in the yellow jacket just on his inside. Victarion isn't too far away at this moment either. And looking at the back, it's Winning Donegal, Phil Ultimate and Flaming Ted. So 15 furlongs still to race. And it's a very tight track at Plumpton. Only a mile round, so they'll be passing the winning post another twice yet. And it's Fantasy Explorer in front, El Tigre is in second, William Coconut's third, then Greystone, Cordillera Willows, This Girl's Hot, Female Pilot. Roof's on Fire follows that one. Then on the inside you can see Open Mind has just moved up in the inside of Fresh. Cody is to the outside of that one, and New Approach is on the wide outside there. Just in behind them in the red is Pointry Rock, with on the inside Ammunition Area and Creation Lily running together. Phil Ultimate is behind that one as they jump the next. The back 3 over it were Rubies for You, Victarion and Flaming Ted. Victarion's lost his place, he was going quite well. Not so long back, one has dropped right out to the back now, and he's in fact last. So Fantasy Explorer leads from El Tigre and William Coconut. Cordillera Willows is going the best of the greys at the moment, with Greystone, This Girl's Hot and The Roof's on Fire. Female Pilot, the back of the leading group. Just a small gap back to New Approach, Open Mind and Cody as they jump over the next. Again, all safely over that one. And El Tigre is now just the leader. And Fantasy Explorer driven up on the inside as they jump what will be the final flight on the next circuit. They're all over it safely. Uphill to the winning post. Only a short run in as well the next time round. So El Tigre cantering along in front from William Coconut and Fantasy Explorer together. Then comes Cordillera Willows in the same colours as The Roof's on Fire, but easy to spot the difference. Cordillera Willows is the grey. So 3 of those greys together. Now Greystone is the one that's dropping back through the pack. So El Tigre carries on in front from Fantasy Explorer William Coconut. Then comes The Roof's on Fire and Female Pilot is now the best of the greys. The one that's cutting through the pack there is Fresh. Fresh has made quite a bit of ground and has moved into the leading 6 now, and swooping up on the outside as they jump this next one. Slow jump by Fantasy Explorer, and it's El Tigre in the lead. William Coconut is in second as they race away from us there. You can see Victarion and Winning Donegal out the back and won't be winning. El Tigre is in the lead. William Coconut comes up challenging again in second, but Fresh is the one that's going well on the outside. Fantasy Explorer is still there and coming back for more. Female Pilot is also on the inside, and New Approach makes a move on the outside. Pointry Rock and Cody are also right up with the leading group now as well, as they race downhill and past the 3 furlong pole. And Fresh has suddenly gone 4 or 5 lengths clear, and it's got some of the ones behind working pretty hard to keep going. New Approach has moved into second, El Tigre has gone third, then Pointry Rock and The Roof's on Fire is also up there. The early leader, Fantasy Explorer, has dropped right away, as has William Coconut. And so they're now racing into the final furlong and a half at the second last, and Fresh is clear in the lead Come in second place, New Approach. Then comes El Tigre, the ground running on his female pilot. They race up to the last, and Fresh surely just has to jump it. Stands off it a little bit, but jumps it well enough, and is clear to win. Fresh will run away to the line and win quite comfortably by about 5 or 6 lengths. And second is LT, third female pilot, fourth the Roof's on Fire, and then William Coconut. Field trails all the way back to winning Donegal. Cordillera Willows virtually walked across the line, so I don't know whether that one's still okay. So Fresh then at 12 to 1.